Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Ben, also known as Big Bash, and I have an awesome video for you guys. I'm going to be showing how to make this awesome Minecraft Nether base right behind me, step by step, so stick around, check it out. I am just absolutely falling in love with this new Minecraft 1.16 update. I mean, look at the particles, look at this environment. I mean, come on, this biome is just insane. But yeah, guys, this is the build I'm going to be showing you guys how to make today. I think it's one of my favorites I've built so far. Everything from, the bridge in the beginning, the fire, the blackstone. I mean, it all just works so well. And I'm so excited for you guys to see how to make this build. Just a quick note, I am going to be turning off these particles during the Let's Build only because, it can be distracting with all these blue particles popping up in your face all the time. So I am going to be turning that off, but man, does it look epic right now. All right, guys, let's just get into the build. All right, making our way over to the building arena. You're going to need a 17 by 17 block area. Not too big. Come over here and just clear out a clearing, and you'll be good to go. And like usual, this is every single block that I'm going to be using in today's build. If you just want to pause the screen right here, this is every single block you will need, no more, no less. Let's start building. So to start out, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this build kind of looks a little daunting, but don't worry. We're going to make it super easy, step by step. So first, what you want to do is grab these 3 blackstone blocks and head over to the arena. Next, all you're going to do, if you get this outline down, you will be good to go and you really won't mess anything up. So all you're going to do is come over here and leave a 1 block gap on this corner. And what you're going to do is just fill in a 9 block square covering every other block. Next, to get this bridge portion over to the tower, all you're going to do is go over 2 blocks from the middle and another 2 blocks over here. Next, leaving this block right here, build out 2 and then 1 over, 1 over, and then once you have that, delete. So you really want to make sure you have a 2 block gap on either side of this block right here. Now that you have that done, we're going to work on the base of the house portion. So all you're going to do is come over to these 9 squares and go over 3 blocks and place 1 block just like this with another one like that, 2 more, and then a triangle piece right there. Now that that's done, what you're going to want to do is come to this back part and make sure you do 2 all along the side. So there should be 2, 2, 2, and then just do another triangle right here. Right after that's done, we're basically just going to do this again, but we're just going to fill this in. So do another 2 blocks, 3 blocks, and then do another 2 just like that. Now that that's completed, all we're going to do now is kind of fill this in. So place 1 more block here, 1 more block here, and now you are done with the house portion of that. So I know this outline can be a little confusing, so I'm showing an aerial down just in case you want to screenshot or double check your work, but here you go. So to make this as easy as possible, I'm going to go step by step. So I'm first going to do the base tower portion, then I'm going to do the tall tower, and finally I'm going to do the house connecting this all up. So starting with the base, kind of fat tower, what you're going to want to do is go by 4 blocks on each corner. Next, what you're going to want to do is just connect all of those up and make sure when you are on the ground, it is 5 blocks tall. Once those are all connected, you can go ahead and just fill in these last ones to connect it to the top portion. The last main thing that we want to do with this is the corner pieces, which honestly aren't too hard at all. So all you're going to do is just come over here and place 3 stairs just like that. You're going to place 3 stairs like this, except on this one, make sure they're connecting and they only have, half of the stair on each side. And then you're going to come over here and do this exact same one just like you did and fill out 3 stairs just like that. So again, this is what it should be looking like on this portion. The blackstone is basically done on this, and now we're going to start to work on the tower. Now the tower is pretty much the easiest thing to do in this build, but honestly looks like it's probably one of the coolest features of this. So all you're gonna do is from the ground of this outline is build up 9 blocks tall on each one of these corners. Now that you have all of these at 9 blocks tall, just go ahead and connect those up. Then go and grab your brick stair, and all we're gonna do is this corner piece just like we did on that portion of the build. And this is just really easy. Just fill in 3 blocks on each corner going all the way around, And then once you have that completed, go ahead and put a stair in the middle of each one of these pillars, just like that. Now, connecting all this up, we don't need this block in the middle. This is just to make sure, you know, you line up the build correctly. So you can go ahead and delete that, come over here to this part and bring this all the way over just like that. So it should be 5 blocks in total right there. Now that that's connected, it should be looking exactly like this. I'll do a little flyby to make sure you guys are getting this correct. And then now what we're gonna do is just work on this base portion of the house. And there's not honestly a lot of blackstone used, just because it is a lot of the crimson log. So what we're gonna do is just build up 2 blocks on each one of these, going all the way around. Once it is filled around with 2 blocks on each one, go ahead, grab your stair again, delete these front blocks on each one of these and replace them with stairs. And it can be confusing looking at like all these blocks, so I just like to go like this, come into the middle and draw a line just like that, and then connect this portion up with all of the blackstone. And then all you're gonna wanna do from here is build up by 4 blocks. So on each corner, build up 4 blocks just like that. So now that you have all the corners built up by 4 blocks, go ahead and connect these up. And then we're gonna do something right here, just so you guys don't get confused, is because this is the main house portion that has logs, we don't actually need these blackstone pillars. So go ahead and come over here and fill in this middle portion with the 3 blocks, and then just delete these 2 pillars right here. So you should look with something like this, with this one sticking out by 1 block, and yeah, this is what it should look like. The last and final thing used for the blackstone framing is just to connect the main fortress to the house portion. So all you're gonna want to do is place 3 blocks just like that, connect it over, and then on the other side do the exact same thing, 3 blocks and connect it over. Okay, that wasn't the last thing. If you want to, you can come over here and just connect this over, just so you can have that completed once we start working on the house portion. But there you go. This is exactly what you should come out with the framing of the blackstone. And now we're gonna start working on the fortress, the tower, and then finally the house. So this is where the fun really begins, is adding on to our frame that we have. So what we're going to want to do is come over here and grab these items that I have in my inventory right now. These 2 crimson blocks, these 2 warp blocks, these 2 blackstone blocks, and some stained glass. Next, make your way back over to here. And this part is super simple. If you've ever seen my other tutorials, which go check them out if you haven't. But what we're going to want to do is just place an upside down stair just like that across this side, and repeat this process on these 3 other sides. So this is what it should look like right after you do that. This bridge side, just put 2 on the corners and leave this middle one empty. And then we're just going to go back around and have the stair facing outward like this, and place 1 on top just like that on all of these sides. Now, I forgot to mention, delete these ones on the bridge, leaving them upside down, but just don't do anything to the top quite yet. And all we're going to do is just take your slabs and fill in the area in between each of these blocks. With that now done, we're just going to do this bridge portion. So all you're going to want to do is build over 1 block just like that and build up, and then come over here, grab your stairs and place them upside down just like that, and do the same to this side. And then yeah, just like this, place them facing outward, grab your slab and connect them all over. And to make this portion just look a little bit better, come down here and connect this with slabs, and now you are completed with the top portion of this build. So now just grab your stained glass, and what we've already laid out is these windows, so just fill them with the stained glass on each side just like this. Now that that is completed, all we're going to want to do is work on this top part, you know, the part with the fire pillar. So go over here, grab your warped block and fill it all the way in just like that. Next, grab your black stone block, place 1 in the middle just like that. Place another one, and then come over here and use your upside down black stone stairs to finish off the pillar just like that. The last remaining part is to put a trapdoor right here so you can actually get up to this roof part. So just go ahead, place a block like that, destroy this corner block, and place a trapdoor just like so. It is now time to light this baby up, so just destroy that center block, place some soil, and light it up. So now we're actually just going to work on this tower real quick, which honestly will probably be done in like 30 seconds. So just grab your warped crimson stem, drop down into the middle, and build this all the way up until you get to the top. So right after that, grab some soil, place that right there in the middle, and then cover this baby up with some trapdoors. So now I'm just going to go ahead and light that baby up. Oh yeah. And then all we're going to want to do now is grab your slab just like this and line it up with the slabs that you already have placed right here, and place one just like that. And all we're going to want to do is go 3 high. So you're going to want to do this pattern on the remaining 3 sides just like this. Alright, once that is done, this is what it should be looking like. All we're going to do is do this exact same pattern on the tower portion. So just come over and place an upside down stair on each one of these corners. And then just like over here, we're just going to place one facing outward just like this. Now just finish it up by connecting it with the slab in the middle, and you are basically done. But hold on. All we want to do now is to actually access this from this main portion. We are going to go ahead, come over here, grab a ladder, and then fly back over. And what we're going to want to do is break this top block right here and place some ladders going up just like this. It should be really taking shape right now. This is what you should have. And yeah, I'm absolutely in love with this build. It just looks so cool with the blue accents to the red and this black stone. Oh my gosh, it is one of my favorite blocks to be added in this game. But now we're going to start to work on the house portion of the build. So to start the house portion, we're going to do the framing just like we did on the black stone. So come over here, grab these 2 blocks, and make your way back over to the outline. From here, just like we did the outlining these 2 parts right here, we're just going to go to each corner and place a block. Once that's completed, build up by 4 on each corner. Once that's done, go ahead, connect these across, and then we're going to do the exact same thing we just did, which is go to each corner, place a block, and then build up 4 blocks from there and connect them over. Now that that second layer is complete, this is what it should be looking like. This second blackstone layer should be connecting perfectly in the middle of this, and all we're going to do now is grab this crimson block and fill in one side with a pattern that looks exactly like this. Now once you have that completed, we're going to go around to each side and do this exact same pattern. The only side that we're not going to do it to is that side right there. So now that you have every side completed with that pattern, all we're going to do now is just work on this roof, which is honestly really easy. So what we're going to do is grab your crimson stem again and come out 2 blocks just on these 2 sides right here. Once that's done, come over, grab your brick stair, and build out one just like this, placing a block and another stair. Don't forget to do it to this side as well. And all we're going to do is finish this roof off. So we're going to do the exact same thing we just did, build up 1 block and place a stair on top of it, just like that. And finally, the top part of the roof, go up 2 blocks this time instead of just 1, and place a stair facing outward just like that. And now once you have that completed, do this exact same thing on this side right here. So now the roof should be really coming together, and all we're going to do is connect these both up. So take your stairs and build over just like that on both sides. And then we're going to do something a little bit different for the roof. All we're going to want to do is fly over here, grab your slab, and then build down 1 block just like this and connect it over, leaving a block open just like that. Now that that's completed, go ahead, grab your crimson planks and start filling this bad boy in. So wherever there's a block, place a block, and wherever there's a stair, face a stair until this is all completely filled out. Now that that's completed, this is what it should be looking like. And you know, we're gonna do something fancy with the roof, you know, because this looks just a little bit too plain. So we're gonna put in this awesome arching window right here. To do this, all we need to do is come to this center portion of the roof and break these 3 blocks right here. Actually, we can go ahead and just break all of them for right now, and grab your log and place it just like this, going up 3 blocks and then coming over just like that. Next, what you want to do is just destroy these 2 corner blocks, grab your stair and connect it over just like this on both sides. Now that that's done, grab your plank, bring it forward, grab your blackstone and finish off the stairs on both sides, as well as the main block in the center. And then what we want to do here is grab another stair and face it outward, grab your slab and connect that over, and now this base portion is done. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add this blue accent just so we can get this roof part completed. So just place 2 warped fences on the side like that, and then 2 blackstone slabs, and the only thing we have left to do is place a fence just like that. Don't forget to do the exact same thing on the other side, and this is what it should be looking like. This roof is totally epic, and the last thing we want to do, we can just finish this roof off just a little bit. Put these 2 fences just like that. Come in here with this crimson block and just fill this out with 2 blocks on each side, 2 blocks coming down, and do the exact same thing on the other side. The only thing left to do with that roof portion is come over here, grab your blue stained glass and fill in the windows. One last thing that I completely forgot, and this is totally my fault. Come in here, put 2 upside down staircases, delete the fence that you had right there, put a staircase there instead, and now put your fence. Do this on the other side, and this roof is now finally complete. Alright, so now that that's completed, all we want to do is finish up this part so we can focus on the exterior of the house. So what we want to do is place 1 stair on the log and then 2 on the blackstone. Come around here, place 2 or 3 more just like so, and then finish it off with 2 more on the blackstone and 1 more on the log. Just like we did earlier, place a stair facing outward on all of the blocks that you just placed. Come back through and fill all the gaps with the slab, and you are basically done with this portion. Next, all we want to do is fill in this little part, so we're just going to bring the blackstone straight across, grab the warped block, fill this completely in, and then we are going to make our way and we're going to put a fire right here. To do that, just grab your soul soil like you have been all video, pop it down right there, surround it with some trapdoors, and then all we're going to do is light it up, and you are going to be completely done with the top portion of this build. Next, we are going to move down and do this part right here, which is honestly the easiest part. Literally all you're going to want to do is fill this in with the blackstone, and then just fill all of these up with the warped fences, and you're basically done. And do that for each side. So this is what it should be looking like towards the end. This part is so easy to do. You could do it in a matter of, 60 seconds, honestly, if you're a fast builder. But we can go ahead and fly in here and just do this part real quick and put 2 blocks covering this whole entire area down here, and then 1 block in the middle. So this is going to lead to the interior, and just delete these 2 or 3 blocks right here, and you are done with this section of the build. And I know I'm jumping around a lot, I'm sorry, but we just need to finish this part right here that was left open. And so all we're going to want to do is just grab your crimson slab, place 3 across on each side, and then because it's going to be leading into this part, we're going to have a window here, but place another crimson block right there, and then just fill this whole thing in with the black stone. And yeah, that portion of it is complete. You're literally just going to do that for the top part. Next, just move your way down here, because this part is going to be open also. And so all you're going to do is place 2 blackstone blocks like that, some glass right there, and do that same thing on the other side. So when doing it on this side, actually make sure that instead of having 2 right here, right below the bridge, delete these right there, leaving a gap, because that is where our door is going to go. The last and final thing we can do before we really start to decorate the outside and start making this look so good is just come in here like you did earlier and just place 2 blocks like you did, going around the whole outside to plug all of those holes. And we'll come back through later and make a doorway going down, but for right now, just do that and you'll be done for now. So now that we filled all the gaps on the bottom, just go around and wherever there's a gap, place a crimson fence just like this, and do that all the way around this build portion right here. Now that those are all filled in, we can really start to work on the exterior. So go ahead and grab these blocks that I have in my inventory. And what you're going to want to do is, it's really simple. We're just going to do these two faces and the opposite two faces the exact same. So go ahead and place 2 fence blocks just like this on the exterior. Then go ahead and grab your black stone block, place 3 up top and 2 below. And then what you're going to want to do is come in, actually delete this portion of the block, grab your stairs and place 1 facing you and 1 upside down, and then just fill that with a blue stained glass, and do this for this top portion and the back 2 portions of the build. So I forgot to mention, you will run out of room with this top portion right here. So just go ahead and connect these down from the roof just like that. And then once again, do your upside down stairs and place your glass in the middle, and do that for the remaining sides. So I went ahead, did it on this side, and then again, I forgot to tell you guys, this one's that weird 1 little block. So all we're gonna do with this one is just fill this in, place 2 fences just like that, and then just grab your slab like usual and place it just like that. And don't actually put any stairs, because the lead up is just kind of weird. So just put 2 slabs like that, and that is the design for that window right there. The walls should really start to come together now, and all we have to do now is this remaining side door going out to the balcony, and then these 2 faces right here. Now, as you saw in the other build over there, there is a little balcony, and to do this, it's super simple. Just grab 3 blocks like that, grab your upside down stairs, fill that all the way around. Then go ahead, come back with your crimson fence and fill in the edges, and boom, you are done with the balcony. Now, as far as the design goes, I went kind of simple, but I think it worked out really well. Is you just place 3 buttons on this window, or I guess door, and then place 3 buttons like so. Come down here and place your blue stained glass right there, and you are done with that bottom window. Now, to finish off this top balcony part, all we're going to want to do is grab your stair and place it upside down just like that. And then what you want to do is grab your crimson trap door and place it on the stair just like that. And to finish this side off, just go inside, grab your warp door and place it just like that. Just like we did on the other side, go ahead, do the exact same thing, place your upside down stair, your crimson trap door, and then grab your warp door, fly inside, and place it just like that. All right, this thing should be looking so good right now. I'm absolutely in love with this build, if you can't tell. I put a lot of hard work into it, and I hope you guys like it. But the last thing we need to do to the exterior before we start adding the lanterns and torches is just to come down here and place a stair just like this, leaving 2 gaps on the sides, and then grab your warped fence, bring it up just like that. Go inside the build, place your warped door, and now the exterior is finally complete. The only thing left to do now is to place the torches and lanterns, which I usually leave this to the last bit because this can honestly be a lot of personal preference. But what I do is I place 2 lanterns right there, and then on this other side I place 2 more lanterns. And then coming over to the bridge portion, what I do is grab a chain and I put it right in the middle, and then I dropped a lantern right there. And then torches can be, you know, again, personal preference. I like to add them to my build just because I think they look better. And so what I do is I come to this corner and I place 2 torches just like that right here on that top level. And I'm going to bring that all the way around just like that, stopping on that corner. And then here I'm going to go actually up by 1 block and do this on the corner of this tower as well, wrapping all the way around. Okay, so here we go. This is the final exterior and what it should look like. And, you know, stick around if you want to see, you know, I'm going to give some tips on actually how to make that lava river going through. And then I'm gonna fix up the interior a little bit, so stick around for that. But if you just wanted to know how to build the exterior of this and didn't care about the interior, this is what you're left with. But I am gonna go ahead, hop in and show you what I did just to clean up the interior a little bit, and then show you that awesome lava river that flows all the way through this. So check it out, stay tuned. So hopping in here, all you're gonna wanna do is just delete this block that we had placed right there. Go ahead and switch that out with a normal black stone block, and then come over here and destroy this pillar just like that, destroying one block in the middle, and then grab your crimson fence and place it just like that. And then what we want to do is basically have a little lead up going into the next portion of the build. I'm sorry, actually delete one that goes in, then another one, then a stair. So from here, all we got to do is just exchange this whole bottom part with the blue warped planks. Once that's done, go ahead and plop 2 torches just like that. Lighten this place up just a little bit because it is a little dark. And then place 2 more inside of here. And then what we're going to want to do is actually add these twisting vines, which I use as ladders because I just think it looks way better. So what we're going to want to do is build this straight up just like that. This is how you're going to get up and down throughout this portion of the build. And then what we want to do with this area is basically just grab your warped stem and have them like facing, you know, the same direction. And this is going to be the stairs for this upper part, you know, leading out to the balcony. And then, yeah, you can use this vine now to go up and down throughout the entire build, which I think looks so cool. And then we're going to do the same thing with this corner over here where we placed that trap door a little bit ago. And so now you can use this to get up and down outside of your build, which I just think looks so cool. And yeah, this is the interior done. I'm leaving it up to you guys, however you want to design it. You know, if you want a bedroom, kitchen, or kitchen bedroom, I don't know, whatever you guys desire. So now that the inside and outside is both done, this is where your creativity can really come into handy, because like, you know, this looks so plain just on a flat ground, you know, it doesn't look the best. But what you can do is like, some ideas is just taking this, making a lava river, you know, and just building it straight through here, kind of like I had on that intro build, or, you know, building up different pillars, you know, to blend it in more, put it on top of a mountain, put it in a valley, put it in like a giant crevice, you know. This is where the design can really come in handy. And yeah, so what I did on that other build and what you can do here is just build a trench like this, and all you're gonna do is just fill this completely in with lava. As you can see, you can kind of see through, but what you want to do is just fill this in with lava, place some trapdoors around it, and then yeah, I mean, this is where you can get super creative and put this build anywhere in your world that you want to. If you guys are one of the ones that made it to the end of the video, I thank you so much. Go ahead and hit that like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more content. I hope I gave you guys some inspiration, you know, keep building in Minecraft. It's so much fun still, especially in this Minecraft 1.16 update. And as always, my name is Ben, also known as Bix Bash, and I'll see you guys in the next video.